Hey folks, so I love the PlayStation 1 as a system. I have one permanently plugged into this Philips ZS80 monitor, and recently a friend of mine gave me a pile of PlayStation games. Now these aren't your standard PlayStation games, or at least not as we know them in Europe. This is the format we normally get here, and these were in this format, and I first thought these were US imports, but on closer inspection, some of them, actually not this one, but this one here, says Game Station, not PlayStation. Some of them say PlayStation, others say Game Station. And when I asked him where and how he got them, he told me that he actually got them when he was, I think, in the Philippines, was it, or Thailand, somewhere like that. They sell them off the street. But what's really interesting with these, and there's some very nice title, is the quality of them. These are actually factory printed, sort of official bootlegs. I say sort of official because I doubt Sony agreed to any of that. But these were factory pressed and quite professionally made, except in this case you can see the rim there. So they don't have the black background. This is Crash Bandicoot, but they're actually quite well made. And there's the whole pile. There's a Crash Bandicoot, Warcraft, Micro Machines V3. There's a few Tekken games. I think all 3 Tekken games are here. Yeah, Tomb Raider, whatever. Final Fantasy Tactics, Alundra, Tekken 3, Excalibur, Red Asphalt, Red Alert, Bug Riders, Myst, and Discworld 2. There's one problem with those though, and is that some of them are quite scuffed and scratched. Now this one works, I've actually tried it, but this one won't even boot. Same with this one. This is the most damaged one of the lot, but a few of them could do with the resurfacing. So I don't think there's a resurfacing shop near me, and those resurfacing kits that you find don't really work. I've tried them. It just they need a lot more work when they get to this stage. And some of you might recommend the toothpaste and a technique and a few other things, but this actually needs to be essentially just sanded down and repolished. So I don't have anything to do that, and I thought I could make a small unit. What I'll need is most likely a small piece of wood, circular wood like that, maybe a threaded rod going through it that secures the CD on top facing up, and have it spin through a drill or a cordless drill, something like that, and then just use a 4000 grit sandpaper, and then maybe some turtle wax. So I'm gonna make one of those and then see how it goes, because those discs don't work as is. It's not like they're super valuable as they are essentially bootlegs, but I like it. I like the history and quirkiness and just the uniqueness about these, and in fact they are probably a lot rarer than the original PlayStations. Not that it would give them a lot of value, but I don't know, I like them, and I want to save those. Some of them were complete actually. Now they don't come with a manual, but some of them are complete. Look at that. I mean, this is really good quality, and this is all laser printed as well. But others only have the front and back, but I'll find more jewel case and I'll put them in jewel case as I get them. So anyway, let's make a thing for these. I've cut out a round piece of wood. I've actually done a few. Where's my did I throw it already? I might have. Some time has elapsed since the first part of this video, but I cut a few of these because I'm not sure exactly what thickness, but I just tried with one first. I think this will be fine. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna where is it? I'm losing stuff here today. Just bear with me. I've cut a square piece of foam from a larger one. I find using a hacksaw actually works best. I try to use sharp knife like that, and that doesn't quite work. So I'm going to use some spray adhesive to glue that on. Hopefully it won't eat away the material. I might actually just do a test run, spray some on this and see if yeah, I think we're okay. Yeah, we should be fine. It's not eating away the material, so that might work. Yeah, my plan is to just have that as a padding so I don't actually apply too much force, and have the CD sit on top facing this way, and the whole thing is assembled with these going through like that, and then it'll go through my my drill here. So let's try that. So I had this done and sort of had to abandon the idea very quickly, because essentially when I press the CD onto this, it bends it. So that's no good actually. I need the CD as flat as possible. So I'm just going to try and use this on just the wood and see what I can get out of this. So I'm gonna use this. It's raining outside. Can I collect the water from that? No, I'll be spending too much time trying to collect it. That's okay. I'm gonna fill this with water and essentially just wet sand it. Now I don't need a ton of water, but make sure that it's more or less wet. And I'm gonna let this run for about 3-4 minutes. So what I'm gonna do this is I have it on automatic. I'm gonna let this rest between my legs like that with the CD, and just very gently apply the sanding paper onto it. Now this should be waterproof as well, so it'll be perfect. Let me start this and just show you for a few minutes, and then I'll continue and see if I can get those marks off. So there you go. This is after about 10 minutes of doing this, maybe 7 minutes or so. And the big scratches are sort of gone. There's still a few, but I think they're okay. And now, yeah, there's still one here, but I actually can't feel it. I think it's more, yeah. I might just go again. Sorry, this is getting blurry. I might just go give it another minute or two of very, very gentle and very wet sanding, and then move on to the turtle wax, and use maybe a very soft pad. Yeah, let's do that. Now I put some turtle wax. I'm just spreading it sort of somewhat evenly on this. Now this is the same thing that happens when you use the toothpaste method, except that turtle wax is exactly what it's designed for, not toothpaste. But it's more or less the same thing. It creates a mild abrasive, probably used a bit too much here, but it's okay. Creates a mild abrasive that actually just sort of helps fill the gaps as it dries and as you're sort of glossing it. And how to use turtle wax is essentially written on the bottle. But any waxing product, you just allow it to dry. You apply it evenly, you allow it to dry, sort of to kind of hazy paste, so you can see in between the bigger blobs there. You got that hazy sort of feel, and then we'll get to glossing. So I'll just spin this again and just apply my. I have this very soft pad, and we'll use that just to gloss the CD. So let's wait another few minutes. And there you go. I think this is quite acceptable if you compare it to my second worse scratch CD. This is night and day indeed, so I've no idea if this works yet, but I see no visible reason why it wouldn't, and it wasn't working before, so it can't do much harm. I'm going to do this on this copy of Resident Evil 2 that I also I have the original for Resident Evil 2, but I mean, you know, this is cool. I like it. And then I have a pile of other, some of them original, some of them not, but I'll run them through the same process and see what we get at the end. Alright, and this is the finish I get on the original black CDs. Yeah, not bad. So I'm gonna do the rest. I've actually sanded them all, and I just need to wax them, so gloss them. So let's keep going, and then we'll be able to test if this works. So that's all of my CDs done, and yeah, they look a lot better. I have a demo CD as well. I mean, there's still some scratches and scuff, but hopefully it won't be as bad as it was, and some of them might work. Now some of them were so badly scratched that I doubt they'll work still. I mean, yeah, these two were very, very badly scratched, but this is running. This is encouraging. Now we need to wait for the whatever license agreement screen. Uh-oh. No, should be okay. So far so good. Can we focus this guy? Come on. Oh yeah, I thought it was struggling, but it seems the intro video is booting. Excuse my bad flickering rate. Hold on, can I? This is a 50 Hz console, so we're gonna notice the flicker rate. Maybe if I get further. Let's see if I can start a game. Seems okay. Fair enough. Well, I'm gonna test the other games and might show you a few and then see which ones work, which one don't. This is so cool. I'm so glad I actually rescued these. There was actually one I couldn't fix, and it's the Discworld. It's okay. I mean, these are bootlegs, and yeah, that's just the way it is. I'm actually tempted, well, not just to keep the CD, but actually make a copy of it, and then and keep the put my phone away and keep this, because I don't know, something cool and sort of historical and interesting about these. But anyway, this is a Lundra. The other discs were working. There's Treasures of the Deep is sometimes skips a bit, and it's not surprising. It still has some scratches, but I mean, overall, it was cool to just rescue it, even if it's a bootleg for Game Station. And yeah, Discworld is the only one I couldn't save, but I'm glad I was able to save the original Tekken 3, and it was Micro Machine, and it was a demo CD as well. It was cool actually to rescue them. Anyway, folks, I hope this was of some interest. This is how you can make a cheap resurfacer for your CDs. It was 3000 grit sandpaper, piece of wood, thread rod, and a drill, and some turtle wax or any form of gloss agent. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching. Don't forget you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. There's a Discord server if you want to chat. We're always talking about DIY stuff and computer and arcade fixes and all sort of stuff. And there's a Patreon account if you want to help this channel. Folks, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.